Hey everyone, we are just going to wait a couple minutes before we get started with this year's first webinar for the Michelson Found Animal Saving Pets Challenge. We are waiting for everyone else to hop on. We're going to give them a chance and then we'll get started. Hi everyone, we're just going to wait maybe like 30 more seconds. There's still some people joining and then we'll get started with this year's Saving Pets Challenge webinar. Okay, welcome to the 2022 Michelson Found Animal Saving Pets Challenge webinar. This is the first webinar of two. It is all about getting started with the challenge and then also on the Mightycause platform that powers the challenge so that you all can prepare to be successful during this year's campaign. I first wanted to introduce myself. My name is Dawn, and I am helping the Michelson Found Animals team as their project manager. On the webinar for today, we're going to be walking through the challenge basics, as well as I'll be doing a live demo of your account and how you can access it, where to go to find things on the platform. And then we're going to walk through some of the prizes that are available during this year's challenge. So first things first, challenge basics. So some of you who may not have participated before might be wondering, how does a fundraising challenge work? So the fundraising challenge is basically a friendly competition between nonprofits. In the Saving Pets Challenge case, everyone is associated with animal organizations. There's leaderboards, there's going to be bonus challenges. The goal is to really use this opportunity to spread awareness of your mission and the work that you do in your community. And then we're all working collectively to raise money for the event and then for the causes that are participating. Michelson Found Animals is going to be working really hard to get the word out about all the organizations participating in the campaign. And so they're there to kind of promote the event, encourage you, make sure that you have the information you need to be successful. And then of course, our goal with the challenge is to help you engage sponsors, community partners, peer-to-peer fundraisers, and hopefully get some new donors. That way you can use them to increase your goals and fundraising activity throughout the year as well. So what exactly does my nonprofit need to do? So you will need to register for the challenge if you haven't done so already. You'll want to customize your organization profile page. That's specifically what we'll be talking about today. You'll also want to review all the challenge resources. So I will be showing you where you can find this year's toolkit. And then I highly encourage you to review the official rules, which are on the website. And then once you've got all that down, you'll want to invite your supporters to, participate by either creating fundraisers, do some peer-to-peer fundraising for the challenge, or, definitely solicit people to donate so you can try and raise as much money and win some of that prize money available. And you'll want to start promoting the campaign and raising those funds when the challenge launches on September 1st. So this year, we're doing a 4-week campaign during the month of September. It starts on September 1st at noon Eastern, and then ends on September 30th at 11:59 a.m. Eastern, so just before noon. It is open to US-based organizations. There are a few eligibility requirements. So if you have any questions about those, I recommend going to the challenge website, savingpetschallenge.org, and looking at those eligibility requirements. There's also going to be $150,000 in prize money this year that's going to be available to all of the approved organizations participating. So we'll talk later on about what kind of methods of entry there will be to win some of that prize money for your organization. Okay, so I wanted to, now that you know kind of the basics of the challenge, I wanted to walk through, where exactly to register if you haven't done that yet, and then how to access your profile page, and then where you can go to customize it to get prepared for the challenge as you're doing your prep and planning. So if you go to savingpetschallenge.org, you will see a big button that says register. If you haven't registered yet, click that button and it will take you to the registration page. Make sure you read through all this information that is on here. And then when you click register, it will prompt you to either create an account or log in. So once you log in or create an account, then the system will open up the registration form for you to be able to search for your organization, or if you've participated before, it will list your organization right here within the form. You can easily click it, click select, and then it will open up the registration form for you to be able to complete it and submit your registration. Once you are registered and or approved, you can hover over your login and you can find your organization within the drop-down menu. If you click on your organization within the drop-down menu, then you'll be brought right over into your organization's overview screen. And this is the back end of your organization's account on the site. Your overview screen will let you know your registration status for the Saving Pets Challenge. This is also where you can go to customize your profile. So to customize your profile, you click on organization page, and then it will show you your organization page on screen. If you wanted to see your organization page as the public would see, you can always collapse the dashboard and switch off edit mode. And then from here, the header down is what the public will see when they're looking at your profile page for the Saving Pets Challenge. So it's an easy way to kind of check yourself as you're editing. However, you can always do that. You don't have to collapse the dashboard, switch it on and off into edit mode in order to change anything up at any time. So really, to enhance your page for the Saving Pets Challenge, you can come here to your organization page in your dashboard after logging in, and it's really easy to update really anything on the page. So you can update your logo. You can choose from any of these spaces that will allow you to upload logos. You can update your display name. You can edit your goal at any time. You can hide the goal section if you want. There's lots of different sections that you can hide or show depending on what kind of information that you want to present to donors during the challenge timeframe. And then in the About section, you can add the description, and once you do, it shows up like this. This section is really awesome because it allows you to embed videos that your organization has created. You can add images as well. And then, if you wanted to bold or highlight, and all of that's done through the WYSIWYG editor at the top. So if you wanted to, center, add bullet points, do different paragraph styles, you can do emojis and tables, add images, add videos, hyperlink, and then you'll always want to remember to save after all of the editing that you're doing. But this is the space where you can go and kind of really format, be creative with your landing page, tell people about your mission. And then that way, when they come to your page during the challenge, any donors that you send to your page during the challenge, they'll be able to see, exactly what you do and what's going on during the campaign. So there's lots of different sections you can add or remove, and it's totally up to you. You can put as much or as little work into this page as you want. If you wanted to, just do your logo and then copy and paste your mission statement from your website, that is totally fine. So it doesn't have to be, a crazy, endeavor that you take on. It can be really simple because everyone has different bandwidth levels. But at the end, we have an organization summary section that is basically transparency. You put in your website, contact information, et cetera, for donors. And then again, at any time, if you wanted to see what your page looks like in the public facing mode, you can toggle off edit mode and then scroll through and see what the donor will see as they progress through the page, depending on what you've added or hidden for the sections available to you. So after you've customized your profile page, it would be great next to customize your checkout flow. So within your organization dashboard, you can go down to checkout. There's three sections within checkout that allow you to customize to really kind of, hone in on that donor experience that your supporters will be getting during the challenge. The donation form is exactly that. You can have the ability to customize the donation form that your donors see when they donate through the Saving Pets Challenge. You can opt to allow your donors to make one-time or monthly donations. You can add in suggested donation amounts. We typically recommend 4, but 6 is also an acceptable number. You can add as many as you want, but obviously you don't want to make it like too overwhelming for donors. So I would recommend 4 to 6 on those suggested donation amounts. If you wanted to edit any of them, you could just click on the pencil icons, add a description if you want, totally optional, or add another one. You just enter in the suggested donation amount, add a description and click save, and it will show up on the form as well. Donors can definitely enter in their own donation amount if they didn't want to choose from one of your suggested donation amounts. Some of the, if a section on the donation form is editable, it will have a pencil icon next to it, or it will show as gray where you can click to add that specific section. And then the bottom part down here is what donors will see. This part's not editable, but it's here so you get a general sense of what exactly it will look like. You can also toggle off edit mode on the donation form as well, so you can see exactly what donors will see when they click donate on your profile page. And then lastly, if you wanted to send donors directly to your donation form and just have them bypass everything else, you can do that. There's a quick copy direct donate link that you can click on and share that through social media instead, if you didn't care about your supporters going to your profile page. The next item that you can customize that we recommend is the thank you page that donors receive after they submit a donation. So on this thank you page, it has that same kind of WYSIWYG on-page editing that you saw on your profile page. This is a great place for you to kind of solicit your donors for that next step. So if you want them to sign up for your mailing list, if you want them to visit your own website, this page will allow you to do that. You can add in paragraph headers, you can embed videos or images on here as well. It also gives you a spot to add a custom button. So if you wanted to send people back to your website, after they submitted a donation for the challenge, then you can definitely do that. The button's optional. So if you wanted them to just see your thank you page and then let them go on their, go on their way from there, then that's fine too. And then lastly, you can also preview the thank you page after you create it to see what your donors would see. And that way you can hone it so that you know exactly the experience that they're getting after they make a donation. The last thing we recommend customizing is the donation receipt. So there is going to be a default sentence that will appear on the donation receipt, but you as an organization have the ability to customize the middle portion of the donation receipt. So you can add another thank you message on the donation receipt, add any information that you want. There is a slightly more limited editing and formatting capabilities that you have on the donation receipt, but you do have the ability to add in an additional message on the donation receipt as well. And then the bottom half is going to be that tax deductible portion. Donors do get automatic emailed receipts, but you as a nonprofit, I'll show you this in a minute, but you as a nonprofit do get their contact information and their address as they provided it, so that if you did want to send out, handwritten notes or import them into your CRM, then that is available to you as well. Next, I want to make sure that you're aware of all the reporting that you get within your account for the Saving Pets Challenge. So we have an all donations report, which is exactly that. It's any donation that you've received through the platform during the Saving Pets Challenge. If you use Mightycause for anything else outside of the Saving Pets Challenge, your report will have those donations as well. But you can always filter by, if you wanted to look at your Saving Pets donations from last year, if you participated last year, then you could definitely filter by those donations. Or, if you wanted to do a custom time period as well, you can filter by that. The campaign would then showcase all of the, a summary of the information, as well as a quick summary, a visual summary down here. If you download the report, that will allow you to see all of the information associated with the donation, including address and all of the fee information for the donation that you're interested in. We also have a retention report that I want to call out for those of you who participated in the Saving Pets Challenge last year. This report is going to come in really handy this year, since this report tells you automatically during the time period that you filter which donors have been retained from this year's last year's Saving Pets to this year's Saving Pets. So you'll be able to come to this retention report underneath the report section of your dashboard. You'll be able to come to this retention report and see right away who's been retained. So this organization, this sample organization, has been very lucky. They've retained all their donors. However, if a donor has not been retained, it'll say not retained and the circle will show red. And so you'll be able to see right here who the donor was and how much they donated. And then you can email them right through the system. So if you click the email icon, it'll open up your email service. And then you'll be able to send them a quick email letting them know, hey, the Saving Pets Challenge is going on again this year. It looks like last year you donated $50. We'd love for you to be able to give again this year during the campaign. So this report makes it super easy to see who gave and when, and that way you're able to retain as many donors as possible during the Saving Pets Challenge this year. The last report I want to really call out is the disbursements report. This report will come in handy once you start receiving the funds that you raised during the challenge. If you click on the disbursement report, if you participated last year, you'll see all the information associated with last year's disbursements, and then you can expect the same thing for this year as well. The next item that I want to walk through with your within your dashboard is your fundraising tools. So your fundraising tools give you access to matching grants, which I want to walk through. And then it also gives you access to any peer-to-peer fundraisers that are set up as well. Matching grants, if you are interested in having that as part of your strategy this year, can come in handy, especially with a longer form campaign like the Saving Pets Challenge. So basically, the matching grants within your nonprofit account allows you to set up a match. And then once that match is set up, then it will showcase on your organization profile in the form of a like match sticker on your donate button to let people know that there's a match happening. And in the next demo, we're going to be going over how to, really take advantage of this match functionality, as well as, some tips and strategies to secure some matching grants that you can do during the Saving Pets Challenge. In this webinar, I wanted to make sure that you were aware of where you could find the matching grants tool within your account and how to create it. So if you go to fundraising tools and then matching grants, you can click create. And then this allows you to enter in the information associated with the match that you've secured. So you can enter in the name of the match sponsor. You can add if it's a like corporate sponsor or partner that you've been able to get a match from, you can add their logo here as well. Title, we do have the ability to queue matching grants. So if you are fortunate enough to secure multiple matching grants, if you wanted to kind of showcase the matching grant and say, hey, we've secured a matching grant. If we get, $1,000, then we'll be able to unlock another $1,000 from this match grantor. And basically, the matching grants is a great way to incite your own donors to give, since you kind of have more control over that than, the prizes necessarily. So there's lots of different match types and conditions that are also available to you as well. We have lots of resources and information about matching grants, how to set one up, what each of the conditions means, and, kind of some tips for you as well. We have those resources in the Mightycause support forum, as well as the toolkit for the Saving Pets Challenge. When you're on the matching grants page, though, you can always, or really any page within your account, we have a support icon in the lower right-hand corner that you can click on, and then you can browse help topics as well, or contact our support team. Lastly, within the fundraising tools section, I wanted to call out our widgets. So the widget is a really nice way to be able to advertise your participation in the Saving Pets Challenge, but not actually have to direct people off of your organization's website. So we have several different styles of widget. These are available for you to embed on your own organization's website. And then these will reflect the information that you customized within the donation form on your checkout. So if you went into your checkout flow and customize the donation form, that will showcase on this type of widget as well. And then we offer an embeddable code for you to be able to put it on your website and then basically direct all donations your organization receives during the month of September through that widget, so that you can really maximize your participation in the challenge and then the ability to get the prizes that are available. So we have the mini donation form, we have just a regular donate button available, and then we also have a thumbnail available as well for you to embed on your website. And then lastly, just a couple settings. You're welcome to walk through the settings to see what is included in each. Disbursement settings is where you can go to update if you receive disbursements by check or by electronic funds transfer or bank account. So we always recommend EFT or your banking, since that is free, with a check, because those have to be manually processed and mailed. Those do have a $5 administrative fee associated with them. So if you haven't already, I highly recommend going into your settings, the disbursement settings, and updating to receive any funds raised via EFT. If you already did that last year, this is not a step that you need to take again. The other section I wanted to call out within settings is the admin section. So this is a section where you can go and add any new admins from your organization. If you've already registered for the Saving Pets Challenge, the admin claim process is built into that. Or if you are already an admin from last year, then you won't have to worry about requesting access again. But if you do have any additional people on your team or volunteers that need to be added to your account, you can go into that admin section and add a new admin right there within that section. And they'll be automatically approved if they're added by you, and we'll get an email with instructions on how to log in to the account. Okay, and then I want to switch back to the main Saving Pets. Let me log out really quick. The main Saving Pets site. So I wanted to make sure that you all were aware of where to find the toolkit that's available to you. So if you go to savingpetschallenge.org, you can scroll down, and under resources, there's a nonprofit FAQ as well as a nonprofit toolkit. So this is going to house all of the resources that are available to you during this year's Saving Pets. We will be adding more resources. And if there's anything that you feel could be helpful for you as an organization that we don't provide in our own resources, then feel free to let us know. You can, there's a contact us button. You can fill out the form and let us know what resources that you would find helpful. Whether it's, we do provide like planning emails, we'll have the webinar recordings here as well, information on, tips on building your page, matching grant information, donor engagement. There's a couple playbooks that are available to you, as well as a few graphics. So there's lots of resources in here for you to really take advantage of to help make your time during the Saving Pets Challenge a success. Okay, so jumping back into the presentation, I wanted to walk through the prizes that were available to you during this year's campaign. As I mentioned before, there's $150,000 in prizes overall. And this year, again, we're going to have 5 grand prize winners, with the first place winner winning $50,000, which is very exciting. We're also going to have weekly bonuses again. There will be some updates from last year, but some of the ones that we're bringing back are the small organization bonus for some of the little organizations that are participating. We will have Raise the Most. Some of the bonuses will be based on unique donors. And then we'll have a matching bonus. And lots more. So we are working on totally finalizing the rules for the bonuses. So those will be coming soon, but I highly recommend, you'll probably receive an announcement about it when the bonuses are completed and the rules are up. And so I highly recommend reviewing those once you get them, and then kind of strategizing around the grand prizes and the weekly bonuses to see, which ones your organization wants to participate in, and, you feel like you have the most chance of winning. And that way, you're working that into your planning for the Saving Pets Challenge this year. The second webinar that we're doing, we will have more information about how to really strategize around those prizes that are available. And at that point, we should have all of the rules and everything up as well. But if you have any questions about the prizes once they're made available on the website, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are definitely here to help you strategize and kind of, if you need guidance on, how to enter or any questions about the rules that you see, let us know. We're here to help. And in the spirit of helping, I wanted to make sure that you all were aware of the Mightycause contact information for our support team. Our support email is support@mightycause.com. They are available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. And I've also included their phone number as well, if you are someone who prefers talking on the phone with a support person as opposed to emailing. So they are here to help you. The Michaels Confound Animals team is also here to help you as well. And as I mentioned before, on the actual, like on the main page for savingpetschallenge.org, there's that contact us button. That's a very easy way to submit a request or question as well to the group. So highly recommend taking advantage of the support team. If you have any questions at all, would like clarification on anything, they're very good at getting back to the questions and inquiries quickly. And then here's the information for the second webinar that we have. It'll be on Wednesday, July 14th at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you noticed, the sign up is available now in the challenge toolkit. So if you want to sign up for the next webinar, which is going to be all about strategy, we're going to be talking about planning for the campaign in terms of communication planning, social media strategy and planning. We're going to be talking about really utilizing those prizes and how you can do that to maximize your participation. And then we're also going to be talking about, what to do after the challenge ends in terms of thanking donors and really making the most out of your participation in this year's challenge. This is a really awesome opportunity that, Michaels Confound Animals is making available to you. So I highly recommend checking out the second webinar as well. And then if you do need a refresher on this webinar, we will have a recording posted in the toolkit probably tomorrow. Okay, so that is all that I have today for you. If there are any questions, we're happy to have them. If you did notice, there is a nonprofit FAQ in the savingpetschallenge.org under the resources tab. So if you have any questions related to the challenge in general, or there's some specific questions about logging in, I think, in there as well. So that's a great place to go if you have any questions. And then, of course, I shared our support information with you as well. So if you have, if you maybe didn't think of a question, or think of one later, then you can always email support@mightycause.com and our team will be happy to help you as well. Doesn't look like anyone has any questions. So I am going to go ahead and wrap up for this year's webinar 1. But again, if anyone thinks of anything, that frequently happens to me, I'll think of something several hours later and think, oh, I should have asked that. Our support is available to you. So support@mightycause.com. And we're very excited that you're participating or that you're thinking about participating. And we're ready to help you with anything for the challenge this year. And we cannot wait for it to start on September 1st. Thank you again so much for your time today, and happy fundraising.